Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're new, hello and welcome. My name is Justine. I live on the west coast of Canada and I'm in my almost late 40s, heading there soon. And I post videos about 2 or 3 times a week on beauty, lifestyle. I do hauls, subscription boxes, all that kind of stuff. So if that's something that interests you, then please hit the subscribe button and don't forget the notification bell so you stay up to date with all my latest videos. So today, as promised, I am going through the Charlotte Tilbury Stars in Your Eyes palette and doing each one of the looks the way that Charlotte set it up. So if you're unfamiliar with this palette, it is a holiday 2018 limited edition palette that Charlotte Tilbury brought out. And she has them set up as 4 trios meant to be worn as trios, and of course you can wear them on, mix and match them any way you like. But I thought I would film for you guys each one of the looks because some of them are out of my comfort zone. And I thought it would force me to try them all and do them exactly how Charlotte expects you, how Charlotte suggests you do them, and see how it all turns out. Now today I tried the Power Eyes, which is this one right here. And I'm actually quite happy how it turned out. I was a little nervous about this one too because the 2 colors were a little light and I wasn't quite sure how it would work out. I have also filmed a review, well it's kind of a first impression, and I've also done the Love Eyes, which is the peachy kind of one, and I will link that below if you're interested. But today I'm going to do this look that I'm wearing right now and a little mini tutorial on the Love Eyes. So if that's something that interests you, then just keep watching. Okay, so I've zoomed you guys in nice and close, and I've done all my foundation, powders, I've primed my eyelids, I've done my brows, I did that off camera, so we're just going to do eyes, but today I'm going to do blush with you guys, lips, and I'm also going to use the Bar of Gold highlight palette, because some of you guys have mentioned you're very interested in it and are on the fence, so I thought, well, I'll show you it in action, because I am going to use that today. So of all the looks, I'm a little concerned about this one because the colors are just so light. So the one on the, this one here is the Prime. This is the Enhance, but it's lighter. And then the last one is kind of a coppery nude. So I'll actually just swatch those for you really quick. They feel so soft and silky. So I think they're going to be, sorry, my fingers shake when I do that. So this is the Prime, this is the Enhance, and that is the Smoke. Really gorgeous colors, but I don't know how this is going to work. So anyway, that's what the whole point of this exercise is to try them all in the way that she wants you to wear them. So I'm going to start off with my, this is actually a crown brush. I've never used their products before, but I got it in my FabFitFun fall box, and I am loving them. I know they're cheap and they're like hollowed handles, but I've been really enjoying them. But I'm not really a connoisseur of brushes. So I'm priming my eyelid like she says, and I did tell you guys I put eyeshadow primer on as well. I used today the Urban Decay one. Sorry if you see me peeking. My proper mirror is just over here. And for anybody that's new to my channel, the eye that I'm applying eyeshadow to, I'm actually totally blind in. So I have mentioned that in many of my videos, but sometimes people who are new don't know, or maybe I didn't mention it in the video. So I am blind in that, and some people, I usually used to do my makeup off camera on my blind eye, but some people said they wanted to see, because a couple of my subscribers are actually visually impaired as well. So I always kind of have to peek. I can't completely close my eye, although with priming, you can just go by the sense of touch. So yeah, it's just like a nice champagne-y shimmer all over the lids. So there we go. It's a nice prime color. So now I'm going in with the Enhance. And I'm going to use this Wayne Goss brush. This is the only one I own of his. I love Wayne Goss, but these brushes aren't cruelty free, so I would never actually purchase them. They're made from goat hairs. But I got one in my Beautylish, I think it's called a Lucky Packet. You order them on Boxing Day, and I cannot wait for that to happen again. So I'm really getting my brush in there, and because it's a white brush, you can really see. So there's not a whole lot of color on my brush. So I'm just going to enhance, like she says. I'm just kind of putting it all over my mobile lid up to the crease. So I'm going to look in a closer mirror. It's just a tiny bit gold on the lids. Very shimmery, but not chunks of sparkle, which I don't like. With her pop things in her quads, I don't really like those. I just don't really like glitter on my eyes. As pretty as it is, and I love it on other people, it's quite lovely, but just not on me. It just doesn't suit me. So yeah, it's definitely sparkly, but not chunky, but not my style either. It's very sheer. Yeah, it's not really my style, but it's very, very pretty. It's kind of like a topper, but not like her pop colors that are just, you can actually see the speckles of glitter. So the last color is that really fun bronzy color, and that's the Smoke. So I'm going to put that on my outer V. So there's no transition color in here. That's why I'm also a little bit perplexed. They're all three of the colors are shimmery. This one's very shimmery as well, but I really like this color. It's a beautiful coppery gold, and it's just blending so beautifully. It's pigmented, but yet also a little bit sheer. Some eyeshadows, if they're too pigmented, I really struggle with them because I'm not a professional makeup artist. I just kind of wing it as I go. I really like that color. It's not super, super deep, but it's just a nice bit of copper. And I'm doing it the way she says. I mean, when I'm going to do my own, when I do my makeup in future and when I'm mixing, matching, I might do things a little bit differently. But I'm doing it exactly how she says: prime, enhance, and smoke. So this is very, very pretty. And of course my eyes are not symmetrical, not even close. My blind eye never grew because this is from a baby. So my eyeball is very small and yada, yada, yada. So it's always a challenge to try and make them somewhat similar. And for somebody who has OCD and likes things to be matching and the same, it's a real struggle. So this is a little bit too glam for me, even for a night out. This is a bit sparkly and flashy for me, but it's quite fun. And I'm going to use my Sigma blending brush and just soften it a little bit because I'm finding this just a little too much for my liking. I mean, it's very, very pretty. There we go. So I'm probably going to just put a little bit more of that enhanced color. That was the middle one. I'm just going to put a little bit more of that on the mobile lid because I think the kind of coppery color really took over. But that's also my lack of makeup skills. So underneath, I always tell you guys, I don't do a lot of makeup underneath my eyes. I know it doesn't balance and all that kind of stuff, but I find the more products I put underneath, it kind of drags my already saggy eyes down even more. It could just be my perception, I don't know, but it's just what I do. So I'm using the liner end of one of my IT Cosmetics Heavenly brushes. I love IT Cosmetics brushes. They're so gorgeous and they're all cruelty free. And I love Jamie, I think her name's Lima now, last name's Lima. So I just line underneath just very, very gently, just a tiny little bit. And I'm using the prime color because it was a little bit darker, like a champagne. And again, I'm just lining underneath. And then in the very, very outer corner, I'm going to go in with a smoke color. Just in the very, very corner, that's it. And I always kind of flick up just to give the illusion of an upward lift. It's probably all in my head, but that's what I do. And the same on this eye. So there we go. It's actually really quite pretty. I really like it. And it turned out a lot deeper than I thought. I was expecting it just to be a really, really pale eyes. And when it's in fact, it's actually a little bit too dramatic for me. So Lord help me when I get to the purples in the next few days, because this I find very dark for my personal style. So I'm going to put on some mascara, some eyeliner and all that kind of stuff. And then I'll revisit back with you guys and we'll finish up the rest of the face. See you in a minute. Okay, so that's the Power Eyes. I did put black liner on, liquid liner, my Stila one, which I absolutely love. And I put on my Ardell Demi Wispy false lashes. I love those lashes. They're cheap. You can get them on Amazon, Walmart, drugstore kind of thing. They're super cheap and I get so many wears out of them. I've used expensive lashes before, so it's not like I'm unfamiliar with lashes. I've even had lashes that are like super expensive and they broke as I was peeling them off the box, so they're just too delicate. These are, I just love them. So anyway, and they just seem to fit my eyes really, really well. I do have to snip it a little bit on this eye, you know, because it's so small, but anyway. Okay, so now I'm going to do a blush, and I was a little unsure what kind of blush to wear because I wasn't sure how these eyes were going to look, but they're kind of a bronzy coppery, and I don't actually have a lot of bronzy coppery blushes, so note to self. So I thought maybe I would grab my Hourglass, this is a holiday palette from several years ago, and use the nude blush that's in the middle. I think it's called Brilliant Nude. So I thought it would be a nice bit of a shimmery color. And I'm going to use another one of my crown brushes. I really like these. I guess it doesn't take much to impress me, hey? So I'm just patting that here, and I'm just going to put it on the apples. Might be a little bit too shimmery when I have such a shimmery eye, but I love shimmer. Not sparkle, shimmer. Yeah, that's actually not too bad. Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to have too bright of a blush, and I didn't want to use Pillow Talk again because I know it's no longer available, so I just going to use that as limited as possible when I'm on camera. So now I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Bar of Gold. And I've actually used all three colors. I've been really, really enjoying them. I even used the pink one, which I told you guys I wasn't quite sure if I would use. So I think because I'm already so shimmery, I'm going to use the lightest one. That's the original color. It's just called... Sorry, my eyes are so bad. I have to use glasses or a magnifying glass for everything. I'll link below what it is. So I'm going to use my Fenty Rihanna highlighting brush. I'm not that crazy about it. It's really soft and it's cute and it's pink, but it's not amazing. And I'm just going to put a teeny tiny bit on the outer corners of my eye. I find it doesn't leave texture, it's not glittery, it's not chunky. I've said this 1,000 times. She just does mature skin so well. And there we go. It's just very, very subtle. I also want to add with the eyeshadow, even when I went in with my magnifying mirror to do my lashes, zero fallout. So far I've used 2 of the eyeshadows of the looks, and I love both of them. This is a little bit glamour, a little bit sparkly for me, but it's kind of growing on me. I like the colors, the tones definitely are in my color family that I like. So I will get some use out of it definitely, absolutely, it's not like maybe, it's definitely get lots of use out of it. So far I've liked 2 out of the 4. I haven't even used all 4 yet. And last year's palette, I liked 1 of the looks. It was the one, surprise, surprise, that was kind of peachy browns. The rest were just duds. So yeah, so far I'm loving this palette. So now let's go in with some lipstick. I really don't know. I thought maybe my Bite Salted Caramel, but I don't think I want Shine. And then I was thinking of grabbing another Charlotte Tilbury. This is called Confession. I actually did a full review on this last year because I bought it as a trio. I'm scared this might be a little dark. And then the other one is my Old Faithful Creme Caramel from Bite. It's the multi-stick and it's very matte. So I thought a matte might look kind of nice to... I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury one. Let's go crazy. So I'm going to line my lips with this Bite pencil. I really like these. I'm allergic to Charlotte Tilbury pencils, so I can't use hers. This one is 036. I don't normally use lip liners. I'm allergic to most of them, for one. I like this Bite one because it's very, very neutral and it's soft and creamy. I have a few MAC ones and I love the colors, but they're so dry. They're just like, you have to scrub to get them on. So I often just say, forget it. Okay, so let's go in with this lipstick. It's just like a nice brown. And yep, it's definitely dark for me. But it's nice, and it's, I think, from one of the it's one of the Kissing lipsticks, or K, I guess, S-I-N-G, I don't know. I don't think it's the right tone. I think it's a bit rosy, but anyway, I'm not going to start scratching around. You guys wanted to see the eyes, not necessarily the lipsticks, but I just thought I would use a Charlotte lipstick at the same time. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please click like. And yes, I will be back and I will be delving into those purples. So I'm a little nervous about that. So anyway, if you want to see that, it will be coming up pretty soon. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye!